Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putri Pujiyawati. My name is 026. Today in this video I will explain about the passive voice. So, first of all, in general we talk with an active voice. We tend to use an active voice. When is the subject do an action to a subject. But in this section, we will talk about the passive voice. So, what is the passive voice? Passive voice emphasizes the receiver of the action, and the subject of the sentence receives the action. When using a passive voice, the performer or the action may or may not be identified later in the sentence. In passive voice, the target of the action is the main focus and the verb acts upon the subject. And what's the purpose of the passive voice? The purpose is to show interest in person or object that is subjected to the action and not the person or object that performs the action. So, the most important things or person will the subject of the sentence. Here I will give you an example about the passive voice. The passive voice is formed by using a form of the auxiliary verb that is be, am, is, are, was, were, being, and been. The example is somebody stole my pocket. And if you want to change it into a passive voice, that will be my pocket was stolen. The stole is a verb 1, and if you change into a passive voice, stolen is the verb 3. Yes. Passive agent. When we know the subject is, we put it at the end with by, and we call this an agent. Example is Leonardo da Vinci painted Mona Lisa. If you want to change a passive voice, that will be the Mona Lisa was painted by. You put it by Leonardo da Vinci, and the agent is Leonardo da Vinci. So there is a way to to identify passive voice. And to identify passive voice, look at what happened and look at who was responsible for doing it. If the person or thing responsible for doing the action is the either or might or occurs in the sentence after the thing that happened, and if you see a past participle straight after the form of to be, it's the passive voice. So here the last is the conclusion. The conclusion is performing in the passive voice requires the verb to be and a past participle. So passive voice is very easy, right? Because the passive voice is just formed by using a form of the auxiliary verb like be, am, is, or was, were, being, and been. It is verb 3 and it is the past participle. And do not to forget to use the by for the passive agent. So it's just only my explanation about the passive voice. Sorry, it's just like quickly and short. But I hope you understand with my explanation. And thank you for watching this video until the end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.